Hello, I'm Larry Fedora, head coach of the Tar Heels. Just landed in Bristol on our way to ESPN Car Wash.
Somebody there? Yeah, I got you. Who am I talking to?
We got a little bit.
Matt Schick and Charlotte. You say that 3 times fast. Yeah. So you mean I come all the way from Chapel Hill up here to talk to you in Charlotte? Yeah, that makes sense. Our coaching staff did a great job of keeping our team together. Our seniors did a tremendous job of keeping the positions locked in, and they kept believing in what we were preaching. Each guy just gave a little bit more. We were asking everybody to give 1 more inch, and we put all those inches together and had some success.
Larry, you were one of the early adapters of tempo and playing fast. Who introduced you to it, and why did you fall in love with it?
Well, I'd say, first of all, it goes back to when I was a little kid watching ball with my dad, and you'd be watching a game, and all of a sudden they'd get down to the last 2 minutes of the game, and they'd spread it out, start throwing the ball, and, everybody would talk about, well, these dang prevent defenses. If they didn't go these prevent defenses, these guys wouldn't be able to do what they're doing. Well, it wasn't the defense. It was that the offense was spread out and they were throwing the ball all over the field, and you watched them go up and down the field. And the question in my head was, why can't you do that all the time? I remember asking my dad that. My dad was wise. He was a barber, and he said, no, because you can't. That was his answer. I was like, okay. So
typical dad answer.
Yeah. So then anyway, I got into coaching, and I was actually at the Air Force Academy, and I knew I went and visited Tulane, and one spring, and Rich Rod was there, and he was doing some things with it at that time, and so that reinforced what I believed in, and then I went to Middle Tennessee the next year as the OC in '99 and started doing it. I don't. Football city. No doubt. One of them and
All right, guys, we should keep walking.
Yeah.
ACC coaches in Bristol this week today, joined by Jimbo Fisher, Mike London, Larry Fedora, and guys, and I know you've made comments, Coach Fisher, here recently about the ACC. First of all, how do you think the ACC stacks up with some of the other Power 5 conferences?
Are you able to do as much as you think you would be able to, or you'd like to do?
Well, you're never able to do as much as you'd like to because of the NCAA rules on how many times we can see a kid and be around him and all those things. So you'd like to spend as much time as you possibly can. When you're going to invest in a young man's life, you'd like to know a little bit about the character. Coming into your program, and you do as well as you can, but that's still hard to do.
Ryan Bristol, how are you? Yeah, good to see you.
Right?
Yeah, doing great, man.
Good.
George Scott is going to be
Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Coach, the preseason voting in the Coastal was all over the place. A bunch of teams, including yours, getting first-place votes. What do you think that says about that side of the division?
I'd say it's wide open. I think anybody can probably win it, and I think that's what's exciting about it.
Now, when you look at your offense in particular, Marquise Williams, and as soon as he comes in at quarterback, people say, oh, he brought him to media day because that's the guy. What did that mean as far as deciding what's going on with the position?
Well, it really meant nothing as far as the position itself. I mean, what it meant was Marquise has done a great job of leading our football team in the summer, and you know, he needed to be rewarded because of that, and he's probably the most notable offensive player that we have at this point.
Sorry. First U-turn of the day.
Uh-oh, your first mistake. Your instructions. Your first mistake.
Look at ours there.
Wait a second.
I saw that picture of you on the beach, by the way.
Whoa. 10 seconds. Stand by, Jim.
Ask the experts to play out the ACC football season before it starts, and most would have the defending national champion Florida State Seminoles winning the Atlantic Division. But it is the other division of the ACC that gets very tricky. Those same experts can't seem to decide on the favorite there. Miami, Duke, Virginia Tech, North Carolina, all with great teams expecting to make a run at the Coastal Division crown. That means they could be the last team standing in the way of Florida State making it to the first ever Division I college football playoff. The head coach of the Tar Heels, Larry Fedora, in studio now, standing by with Chris Connor. Chris?
Jay, catching up with Larry Fedora, not easy because the man moves quickly. His offense, they like to get in there and get going. And you're one of the early purveyors of this really high-paced offense going all the way back to your days at Southern Miss. What was it that you saw that made you think this is the way to go and this is where college football is going?
We were looking for an edge. I mean, it goes all the way back to '99 for me, back when I was at Middle Tennessee, and we were looking for an edge, actually, and we had to take some fewer athletes and playing against some big boys, and so we decided that's what we were going to do.
Now, I know your players have been working out hard in the gym here during the offseason, trying to get bigger, faster, stronger. It looks like they aren't the only ones who've been working out hard in the gym. As we look at a picture that your daughter tweeted out, I mean, did you get a Bowflex here in the offseason? What's going on with you? Your players must see this and say, I got to keep up with Coach.
Nah, they give me a hard time, I'll tell you about it, you know. But, yeah, I like to work out. I enjoy it. That's a good stress reliever for me during the season.
It is. Now, real quickly, does it help that your players can relate? I mean, because I think that's a big part of coaching right now when you're coaching these young men.
Yeah, I think these kids, you know, they enjoyed making fun of me all the time, you know, and we have a great relationship.
Well, I'm sure this won't do anything to quell that spirit. Thanks, Coach. Good seeing you.
All right, Chris.
All right, guys, back up to you.
He may not even be your starter come the fall. Willie?
Well, we got some great competition right now at that position. You know, with Marquise Williams and Mitch Trubisky. I mean, we opened it up at the end of the season, and those guys have done a great job of competing. They've made each other better. They've made our football team better. And if we could get that at every position on our team, with that kind of competition, we'd be good football. Studio production. What are we looking for?
We're looking for ESPN.
This is ESPN.
We're looking for ESPN images. Maybe this way.
So,
You know where ESPN Images is?
take a right and a quick left.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good right there. All right, reset, look to the light, and then come back and just, you know, yeah. No real mean glare here. Good. And then one more, and I know you don't smile, but just be a little bit more lighthearted. There we go.
Hey, this has been a great opportunity to sell everything that the University of North Carolina has to offer. Been on numerous shows with College Football Live, with SportsCenter, with you name it, everything ESPN's got. We've been on it today, so it's been a lot of fun.
For individual game tickets, head to GoHeels.com.